Okay, so I want to go on this journey, or I want you to come on the journey with us. We're actually about to move into an RV, and this is the first step to us moving into the RV. We had to fix up our house and get it sold. So you can see behind me, this is the front of our house. We had done, I had already done the flower beds. That was already done, but we went and we built these shutters. So it was actually really interesting. I wasn't sure if we were gonna paint them or leave them wood, but we decided on just staining them and leaving it like the wood look, so we have kind of a cottage feel with the brick. And so get this, we made it out of fence panels. So it was the cheapest way to do it, and it looks great, and they're supposed to be outside anyway, so I love it. I love the look. And this is what it looked like before. So we ended up going with white. Just one, it's safe, but it makes the windows larger. So we went ahead and painted it white, and then we painted our door black. So we went and we bought window boxes and painted them black, and there they are. I think it really adds to the whole house. So if you want to follow me this way, you can come. We replaced the light, and then over here at the steps, these steps were they looked pretty bad. Like it hadn't been taken care of in years and years and years. So I went and I resurfaced all the steps. And for not having any experience, I think they turned out mighty well. So come with me. We'll give you the tour of the inside. And actually really quick, my 10-year-old daughter made this wreath. So bravo to her. Here. You can get a better look, and here's the black door. We actually had to fix this because there were some cracks in the molding, and so we fixed the cracks. Wasn't sure how to do that either, but we did it, and it looks, you can barely tell that they were there. So are you ready to come inside? So all we did in this room was just freshen it up. We put on new paint, which we weren't planning on it, but we ran out of paint of the original color. We tried to match the paint, and it didn't match. So we had to paint the whole room. So here it is. And we had redone these floors 5 years ago before we moved in. And so we kind of just freshened them up a little bit. Didn't do too much to this room. All right, now we're gonna go down the hallway, which we don't have a very big hallway, but to the bathroom to show you. That was a huge remodeling job. But it was a lot of fun. So here it is. So we have a great story about this whole sink. We had ordered the cabinet with 2 sinks from IKEA, and we got it in, and the 2 sinks were broken whenever it got delivered. So what we ended up doing is buying a butcher block, a countertop. It's 4 feet long, and installing that, and then we got the sink, which is just installed right on top of the butcher block. And I like the look so much better than what I had from IKEA. And it was a fraction of the cost of getting a new sink. Look at this. We had to do some adjustments to the drawers because the drawers were just regular drawers. So we notched it out. But with this, we don't have to have anything on our countertops. It all fits in the drawers. And I should have organized this better, and there's the other one that we had to cut. Yeah, these other two drawers, this is what they look like. You know, and they're great. There's so much storage in this bathroom, more than I ever thought we'd have. We redid the floors. And this is waterproof flooring, and it matches everything. Now to the tub. I really wanted to do all tile in here, but we ended up just doing a surround and then tiling around it, and it looks really, really good. So this is what it looked like before, and then this is what it looks like now, and it's just, I love the colors we chose. And this was by accident because we ran out of the smaller tile. So we had to improvise, but I think it turned out really nicely. Okay, so let's go to the master. All right, this way. This is our bedroom. We didn't do much to this. We just kind of changed it around. We added a new ceiling fan. But the one thing I love about this room is our doors that we put in. We installed ourselves. And we ended up going this route. So see, they slide in just like this. So you can access both closets, and you just close them back. But the bifold door, to get two of those would have been more than just doing this, and this really adds some character to the room. Okay. Then come into this hallway, and you can see all the doors. We replaced all these doors. They just had the flat panel piece of door. The old doors, they were falling apart, and I didn't like them. So we replaced them all. That was a fiasco, but we did it. Some of the doors worked better than others, or were easier to install. We didn't really do anything to this room, but this is where all four of the 5 kids sleep. But yeah, there you go. And then this room right here is where Elmer is sleeping. If we're really quiet, I'll open the door and you can kind of see what we did. And you can hear the kids down in the basement, but we'll get to them in a second. So this is the kitchen. We didn't do a whole lot because the cabinets were already here, the countertops were here. The only thing that I hated about this kitchen was the lighting. The lighting was horrible. There used to be just one little ceiling fan right up on top. And we decided to install this track lighting, and we got 2 pieces of them, or 2 track lightings, and connected it all into one. So it gives off so much light. It makes the rest of the house seem really dark. And then another thing that we did with my dad's help, he had this area right here used to not have anything in it. It was just a blank space. I don't know what the previous owners did, if they used it as a desk or what they did. So I decided to have my dad put shelves in here. And so he built the shelves probably 2 years ago, and I never refinished them. So we finally refinished them. I made them We stained it the same color as the cabinets. And it's as deep as far as you can go back as the rest of the cabinets. So you can look back there and there's so much stuff. All you have to do is just make the front part pretty, right? And then onto, I'll close this first, another new door. And onto our pantry. I don't know if we have any pictures of the pantry when it was, we might. Anyway, we didn't do a whole lot. We painted the walls in here. The flooring, they had, they had pieced together some of the floor that was in the kitchen and left this huge 6-inch gap right in front. So all you saw was the subfloor. And then they had this other floor in the back. So we decided we had leftover floor from the bathroom, so we went ahead and installed that in here. And this is the paint that we used in the bathroom because we had leftover paint of that. And then Hal went and put in, what are these, 1x4s? Put 1x4s in just to hold our canned goods. And oh my goodness, it gives off so much more space, and then you can find all your cans and you know what you have. It's the best thing. I wish he would have done this 5 years ago. All right. Then onto our family room. And the only thing we did in here, we changed out the lights over by the fireplace, and then we fixed the hearth of the wood stove. This is what it used to look like. And then we went and tiled. We took off the brick that was just hanging, and then we tiled with that natural stone, the slate stone. And it's the same tile that we used in the bathtub. So we were able to kind of utilize it in both places, and it ties it all together. But it looks so much better. So we'll head down to the basement in a second, but first I'll let you just take a quick glance at the deck. When we bought the place, it had, it was a painted red look, kind of what the chairs out here are. And so I decided to paint it. It's not really a white, it's more of a gray, but it looks white, and I don't know, it makes everything on this deck just pop. Any color you put out here. And as we're outside, this fence, when we bought the house, it was leaning every which way, and you know, we didn't know what we were gonna do. We thought we would have to take all the posts out and take the panels down and make it look nice, or even have to replace it. But we ended up just pressure washing it, and then we had a friend come and help us fix the posts. And all we did was prop it up with stakes and wood and made it level, made the posts level, and we poured concrete and left it just like that until it was dry. And then we took the stakes and pieces of wood that propped them up, took them off, and it looks like a brand new fence. So bravo to my husband. Okay, so now let's go down to the basement. As we walk down these stairs, you'll notice they look really nice, new and shiny. There used to be this tan, dirty carpet all the way down on the stairs. This was the only carpet of the house, and we didn't like it. It had so many stains. So we ended up ripping the carpet off just to see what was underneath. And this right here was underneath. It was stained that real light color that older houses have. So we stripped it all down and revarnished it, and then painted underneath the step. We just painted that white. And then we had to do something for the platforms. So this platform and also this platform. We, what did we use? We used like a tongue and groove wood that you can pick up anywhere at Home Depot or anywhere. And we stained it the same color as the wood and fit it together. And it is remarkable. And then we added trim and that's it. But it's, oh my goodness. I wish we would have done this 5 years ago. And this is our finished part of the basement. I don't think we did anything in this room, but here's 3 of our kids. And quietly, we'll go look at the other kid. He's sleeping too. So he I guess stubbed his toe or hurt himself, and so when he does that, he likes to go cuddle in a bed. So he made himself a little pallet in the unfinished part of the basement and fell asleep. And he's been like that for a couple hours. All right, this is the office. We just cleaned it up a little bit, and this is it. This is where Hal does all his studying and praying and anything else he does. This is the last of it. We have a half bath down here, and we replaced the toilet, and we replaced the sink, we painted the walls, and we replaced the floor. So this was the very first thing we started remodeling, because we figured it was in the basement, and you know what? Who cares if we mess up a little bit in the basement? But we didn't mess up. But it was just it built our confidence to be able to redo the rest of the house. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this, and subscribe to the channel. So at the beginning of this video, we talked about that we were selling the house so we can go RVing. Well, we bought our RV. The next videos that we're gonna make are gonna be about remodeling the RV. So join us. We're going to be making bunk beds in there. We're going to be painting the cabinets, trying to figure out different ways of better storage. So we'd love for you to subscribe and join us on our journey. We're planning on traveling throughout the United States, meeting great people. I'm homeschooling, so I think all 5 kids, well, 4 of the kids are really excited about this journey. The one, he'll be a year old next month. He could care less, just as long as he's with his mama. All right, well, thanks for watching this, and join us. Bye.